Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. This is an impromptu reading for this young man who has gone missing. I believe his name is Daniel Robinson. And he is a geologist. That's all I know thus far. And unfortunately, I did, full disclosure, I did see a news, because somebody sent me this in the email and they said, look at this news clipping, and it was on YouTube, that 2-minute or 3-minute news clipping, and I don't know which channel is, because God knows I never remember these things, right? So hang on one second. Yeah, I just had to open that other door so it won't echo as much. So I did see the news clipping that, which channel was it? That this lady interviewed his Daniel's dad and brother, and they are saying that not enough was done, even though they went to law enforcement and even though they said, hey, can you all please look at this case or whatever. And of course my camera froze. Dang, this camera, shoo. So camera, come back up please and be nice. Sometimes I feel my camera just messes with my head, seriously. So they're saying that the police didn't do enough, and they're feeling that if they had taken what Daniel's dad and family had requested, or rather taken that seriously, and if they had started the search soon enough, maybe they would have found Daniel. So the family is very upset about that, and rightfully so. I'd be upset too. I'd be like, why are you not taking my the disappearance of my son's case seriously? It would be, knock on wood, my kids are safe, praise be to God. But anybody would be upset, right? Because they feel that certain other cases are getting so much publicity and the police are all over it like white on rice, and yet this case y'all are not even paying any attention to, and that sort of thing. And it is unfortunate, like I said, I feel like there is a certain demographic in our country, in America, that kind of don't get as much attention as certain other demographics would, even in this day and age, which is very saddening. But I don't know, y'all, it kind of breaks my heart, because for me, the way I look at things is, regardless of who the person is or what their demographics are, I feel like every case should get its rightful attention, or get the right attention. And Ellie has to look at every single case regardless of what the demographic of the individual is, because law enforcement, in my opinion, the medical field, doctors, EMT and fire department and all that, don't they take a oath that basically says that we will not discriminate or whatever, and we will give the same level of service and protection to all regardless. So, it is what it is. It is unfortunate, and some cases generally fall through the cracks, which is very heartbreaking. But I don't know, y'all. I get torn up about it too sometimes. I feel there have been certain cases where I felt that, oh my God, if law enforcement only had, or whoever had started the process of investigation just a day ahead, or a couple of 24 hours ahead or whatever, maybe something could have been found, or something could have been done. Maybe the people could have been saved. But hindsight is 2020, right? So what are we going to do? All right, Daniel Robinson, I believe, is a young man's name. He is a geologist. I don't know his age. I don't know his birthday. I don't know none of that. And let's get started. All right. Camera, can you come back up please? Today, Okay, hang on, you guys. Give me 1 second, okay? Okay, I had to say my little prayer. All right, there you go. I'm sorry I was like literally silent there for a second, but okay. Okay. We'll follow the process per usual, okay? And the moment my camera decides to unfreeze, sorry y'all are looking at the mugshot of mine. Do they want me to go with some more? Okay, they want me to pull 2 more cards here. Okay, all right. Oh, wow. All right, I promise you I'll show you the cards the moment my camera unfreezes. So just so you know, I have Pisces, Mars, Mercury, Sagittarius, and Jupiter. So Jupiter rules Pisces and Sagittarius. Mars rules Aries. And Mercury rules Gemini. So we'll see if Aries and Gemini pops up. Okay. Wow. So hang on, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 4, 5. So what I see is the Hangman, the Hermit, the Tower card, the Star, and then the Moon. There is some emphasis on a hand or an arm for this individual. I don't know what it is. I can't see just now. But I'm seeing, like, I don't know whether he got hurt on one hand or one arm, or what is going on, but there is, I don't know which hand it is, but I feel like he's almost like he can't use one hand. Oh, there you are, camera's back. Yay. Let me show you the cards. I get so excited when my camera doesn't freeze anymore. Right? Hang on. Yeah, I kind of brushed my hair and I was like, okay, I'm going to put it back, but look how crazy it is. It's like all poofy and puffy. I'm like, hair, really? All right, whatever. Hair is not important right now. We shall look at the cards. So, like I said, I feel like something to do with a hand or an arm of his, I don't know which one, right or left, I don't know, but it's like he's hurt or he's injured or he can't use it or something like that. Now with the Pisces, Pisces we know is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, correct? And Jupiter is all about expansions and Neptune is all about water. This kid definitely, and I'm going to say kid because I think he's a young man, and let's just, no disrespect when I say kid and all that stuff, please understand, I mean no disrespect. This gentleman, this young man, happy, like when you look at his face, he's very charming, very friendly, what's the word I'm looking for? Very sociable person, easy to talk to, gets along with everybody. I don't see any major issues. This individual seems like this gentleman, Daniel, seems like he's got that that the energy of Mars, he's got the energy of Mercury, he's got the energy of Sagittarius and Jupiter. So whatever he sets his mind to, if he sets a goal, he will accomplish it in life. That's him. You can't deny that. That kid's been like that ever since he was born. Okay? There could have been a little bit of jealousy by his siblings. Healthy jealousy, nothing like crazy stuff. Because whatever he set his mind to, he was able to accomplish. He's one of those people who is like, I'm surprised his career is archaeology, or what did they say? Is he a geologist or an archaeologist? I don't know why I said archaeology, but geologist, right? Or something to that effect. Because I'm not seeing a strong earth energy here. Usually with people like that, and again, like I don't know his birth date and time of birth and place of birth, because if you look at his astrological chart, then maybe you could see a very heavy earth element there, which could explain why he chose the field he chose. But based on his tarot, I'm not seeing a heavy earth energy pop up, and if it does, it will. I mean, if it pops up, then we'll know. This person also, Daniel, also was a little mercurial in his thought process. Like, he was grounded, he was determined, he set his goals, he accomplished his goals, all that sort of stuff. But he also had a mercurial, I'm not going to say temperament, because mercurial temperament means hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. That's not what I mean. His mercurial mindset was more like, you could never control this child's thought process. What do I mean by you can't control his thought process? Like, you know how there are some people who are easily followers, like, that doesn't sound right, easily followers. Some people who just follow, right? Who take okay, for example, if you're reading a book by an author, right? We all know that the author's perspective of his writings may not necessarily mean the same or be the same as what I as a reader would take away from the book. Correct? So, like the way we perceive, the way we process things, why is my nose itchy all the way? I don't know why I'm using weird words. Like, why is my nose itching all the way? All the way. What is that? Was he in a dry area where there wasn't enough moisture? Maybe that's why the nose is dry. Yeah, there was nosebleed. Yeah, 100% nosebleed. Hang on, you guys. I need to get a tissue because my tissue box. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, there was no nosebleed for sure. I'm sensing dryness, extreme dryness and itching. Okay, back. Okay. Hang on. Can you hang on? So for him, what I mean by saying mercurial mindset is that he had his own way of perceiving things. Like, he didn't just take things at face value. If something said, let's for example say there's a board and it says this is red or this is the color red. His mind would be so mercurial, he would be like, what does red mean? Does red mean, red could mean this, red, you know what I mean? That imagination, that ability to look at things from a different perspective was very, very strong with this child. Very strong. You couldn't, he popped out like that. Smart kid. Smart, very intelligent young man. Okay, so, and then we have Mars in Sagittarius. So as we know, Mars rules Aries, and Mars is fire, and then you have Sagittarius is fire, and then you have Jupiter. So he would take actions. It's not like he's the kind who traveled a lot in his head but never took actions. He actually took action. If he decided to do something, he worked on it and took action, and he wasn't afraid to take action. He was not afraid to take action. And there's nothing this person did, this gentleman did, that would be like, he would never start something and stop it halfway through. Never. It's like go bigger, go bigger. And he always looked at the bigger picture. Yes, he did pay attention to the minutiae, but he always paid attention also to the bigger picture. He looked at things, stepping back and looking at things and saying, okay, this is how I want the end result to be, and he would go for it. And very Jupiterian, like in the sense that he never did anything small, right? Whatever he did, it was big. Then we have the hangman. What I'm seeing is, just before he came up missing, I see that he had a few days, a few moments, or a few hours, or whatever the period of time is, where, actually I can give you a time period, 12 days before he came up missing, he was contemplating things. He had like one of those moments where he was seriously having conversations with himself and trying to look at things from a different perspective. He also had moments where during that 12-day period where he did a lot of introspection. What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? How do I figure this? How do I go from here? How do I go from there? And then you have the La Maison, which is the tower. And the tower card is like, again, Mars, and it's disillusion, a partnership or a structure or a home. It's funny that we have the Mars card and the tower card. Did I show you these cards? Yeah, I think I showed you these cards too, right? Right? So he has the Mars and double Mars. So I do feel that there was something that transpired in those 12 days that might have had him seriously contemplating the meaning of my life, this, that, and the other. But it wasn't like he was depressed or something happened and forced him to take a step back and look at things. It was just one of those things that he was, he's saying like, okay, like where do I go from here? Like what do I do next? Like what happens now? That kind of a contemplation, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? It doesn't necessarily mean negative and oh, he was this and that and oh, he was suicidal and all that. He was not suicidal and all that. Trust me, he was not. But you know how, like, let's say we land this big promotion and then all of a sudden your paycheck goes from $3,000 to $5,000 and then you're like all excited and then you go, okay, so now I'm getting almost 50% raise, but what do I do with all this money? How do I handle all this money? How do I make sure that I save all that money? How do I invest that money? Where do I invest? That sort of thing. Or it's almost like, okay, fine, now you bought this fancy house and whatever, upgraded and bought this fancy house, now what? That kind of a thing for him. But then with this tower card, it's like, okay, dissolution of a partnership, of a structure, or a home, and it's right under Mercury. So I'm wondering if it had something to do with the fact that he wanted to break off from something. I don't know at the moment if it is a relationship or if it is maybe branch off from what his chosen career path was and do something else, or maybe go and join another company or something like that. So he definitely was thinking of dissolving a particular relationship. I don't think this kid was suicidal by any way, shape, or form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, the 9 again is a prominent number. And my vision is getting a little bit blurry right now. When I take off my glasses, yeah, I can see very well, but that's not the blurriness. My vision is getting blurry and it's more my right eye than my left eye. This phone better not ring now. There we go. I muted it. So it's something to do with, definitely there was nosebleed, y'all, and his right eye, there's something. Right eye is blurry. Don't know. We'll figure it out. There we have the star card. I wonder whether he got injured on his right eye when his vehicle rolled over or something. Like I said, full disclosure, I did see that video clipping, the news clipping, and they showed a picture of his vehicle had rolled over. So I don't know whether he got injured and maybe bleeding, and that's why the right eye is a little bit blurry because I can't see. Maybe that's why he hurt his right hand also. I don't know. Okay, and then we have the star card. Now, the star card is Aquarius. Aquarius is all about, the star card is about hope and inspiration and getting support from an unexpected source, not losing hope. As they say, hope is the last to die. The Aquarius card could also mean, addictions to alcohol, mixing of elements, substance, mostly alcohol. And then you have the moon card. Here's the thing, you have Aquarius right under Sagittarius here, right? So, which is a little bit strange because, hang on one second, Aquarius, right? So 1, 2, 3, third house is immediate environment and short trips. Okay. So he was driving on a short trip to somewhere. And that's where action happened or things occurred or transpired. He was not alone, y'all. He was not alone. There was somebody else, but not in his vehicle. There was somebody else driving behind or something like that. So he was not alone. I hope they find security cameras somewhere so they'll be able to pick it up. I can't see what vehicle is yet. I don't know who was driving the other vehicle or how many people or whatever. But in his car, he was alone. There was somebody else with him. I think they were going to this place to get down and do something over there. Okay, and then third house, short trips, yeah. Immediate environment and short trips. Did they get his phone? Did they tap into his phone records? Because I can tell you he was on the phone with somebody. And then below Jupiter, we have the moon card. Okay? Below Jupiter, we have the moon card. At the moment, I'm not, excuse me, I cleared my throat. At the moment, I'm not sensing foul play. I am definitely sensing that it was like an accident for sure, and then he got up and walked and he might have got lost. He did survive the night. But why is he, it's so weird. It's like, okay, this is so strange. This is kind of like, I don't even know what to make of it right now. It is so weird. So even if he had an accident and whatever and rolled over or went into a ditch or whatever the heck, and even if you survive it and you're able to walk out with injuries or whatever, but I don't understand how, like, survival instinct says you will take your phone with you, whatever, but he was on the phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to tell you one more thing, y'all. The phone area code will start with the number. Okay, I'm very, very particular here. Very particular. Area code will start with the number 9. Now, I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to give you all some numbers. Hang on one second. I don't know what the significant. Okay, I'm all over the map. Hang on. 10, 20, 30, 40, okay, 50, 62, 62, 63, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 71, that's 8, And then wait, because my brain won't remember all this. And per usual, we don't have any scratch paper because we are so awesomely organized all the time. Hang on, scratch paper. I'm going to use my airline tickets. The ones that I already used as scratch paper. I don't need it, but how funny. Did I say 8? Let's do the math again, because me and my big mouth, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. 71, that will bring us to 8. 8 is Will's secrets. Oh, some money kind of situation. Will's secrets, the occult, death, regeneration, sexual energy, and finances. Wait a second, don't let your horses get away. 12, 20, 30, 40, 50. Hang on a second. 12, 10, 20, 30, 40, that's 50, 50, 59, 59, 65, 72 is equal to 9. And 9th house is father, intellect, travel. Y'all, there are some weird idiosyncrasies over here. You watch, okay? Are you all ready? Look at the numbers. 12, 12. Okay? We good with that? Look at this. 9, 9. Okay? So we did 9. Then do I have a 16? I don't have a 16. But 7 and 7. Oh, I'm sorry. 17 and 17. Okay? And then, wait, did I mess up? So we have 2 12s, we have 2 17s, right? And then we have 2 9s, and then we have 2 18s. Look at that, y'all. Here, let me hold this up. Hang on, 17, right? 12. Just so y'all will know what I'm talking about. Y'all can't, well, I don't know y'all how y'all can see it, but I just want y'all to see. Then we have 18. No, that's not helping one bit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show it to y'all, but I don't know. I'm making a hot mess of it. It's okay. Just so you know. I have Pisces, which is 12. The Hangman, which is 12. Okay. Then I have the Star card, which is 17. Mars is 17. Then I have Sagittarius, which is 9. And I have the Hermit, which is 9. I have Jupiter at 18 and the Moon at 18. So I'm going to say the area code will start with 9. Okay, so he was very thirsty though. He was very, very thirsty. I don't know. I think they'll find him. Oh my goodness, you kidding me? Very, very little earth energy, because now, here, let me show you. Okay, so let me start. Venus, Leo, water, Scorpio, Cancer. There is some altercation. Well, I suppose altercation is a strong word. There's something going on with the water sign and him. I don't know if he's a water sign or somebody else is a water sign. Because I have water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and I have Jupiter, I don't have Neptune, then I have the moon card, I have the star card, which is Aquarius, lot of water and air. No, I take that back. Let's not account the Aquarius because there's actually not much air, it's just that one card. So I'm going to stick with water. So the Venus is, there was definitely something, good Lord, something to do with another individual, and that individual, I wouldn't be surprised if has very strong water energy in their chart, or that individual could be a Taurus, or I don't know if he himself is a Taurus, but I want to say it's another person and it is a female. I'm not going to say it's an altercation as much as it is like something transpired over there. I'm not saying that woman is responsible for anything. She's not. I'm just saying. So then we have Leo. So Pisces, the Hangman and Venus, Pisces, and then Taurus, 1, 2, 3. Again, the third house, immediate environment and short trips. So this was an impromptu little trip he took. It was a sudden, I'm getting in my car and I'm going type of thing. Then we have Leo. So with Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is work, health, discipline, and habits. It is definitely got something to do with his work. There is a connection there. So either this person who he had, see, I'm really kind of hesitant to use the word altercation, because altercation means like there was a, clashing and butting heads and exchange of words and stuff. But I want to say it was that, but may not be like with that tone of voice, but there was definitely a clashing of some sort. And this is with a female who has very strong water in her chart, or she could be a Taurus, and it is regarding work. Okay? Then we have the water card right under Mercury and the Tower, and under Mercury and the Tower. Then we have Scorpio under Sagittarius and the star card and Scorpio. Then we have Cancer under Jupiter and the Moon. So definitely Cancer being directly under the Moon and under the Jupiter, I'm definitely going to say that there is a very strong indication that this person is a water sign. He's saying, and you know what? He's saying he's very thirsty. He's saying he's very thirsty. Okay, he wants to come through. I'm putting away these cards, y'all. Hang on. I'm so excited because I have finally been able to get my things all taken care of over here, and I was just waiting on something, some last minute stuff regarding work, so that I can tie up the loose ends, because I'm like, once I leave, don't call me back after 2 days and say, oops, we forgot you were supposed to be here for this. That ain't happening, because I'm not jumping on another flight and coming back here. So, I don't want to travel for another 4-5 months. I've been away from home like almost 2.5 months. No, wait, August 2nd, right? So yeah, tomorrow will be exactly 2 months. So I'm like, I just need a break. I want to go back and kind of, how we want to be home. Although this feels like home too. So I was like, you guys better get your stuff in order, because I don't want to kind of have to come back. And the thing is, there are certain things regarding work here where I have to physically be here. So it's not like we can do it online or we can do it remote or whatever. So that's why I was like, let's get this organized. And I think by the 15th or 16th, I should be back home. So I'm excited about that. I was actually going to book my ticket this morning, but I got an email and I said, okay, I'll wait this weekend and I'll book my ticket on Monday. But I have decided that the 15th is when I'm headed back home. So I want to make sure I get out all the videos, for the weeklies and monthly. I know October I'm late, right? I should have put the monthly up now. I'll do it in the next couple of days for sure, because that takes a lot of time and energy. I will do it for sure. Okay, so I need to stop talking because he's like, let's go, lady. I'm like, all right, okay. You got it, buddy. You got it. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, honey. Oh, well, they're asking me to. I sincerely, I'm getting like the feeling of a nosebleed. And the right eye is continuously blurred. So we have, of course, Pluto, and then we have this guy, and then, yeah, see the number 9, y'all. Am I shouting? I'm sorry. The number 9, you can't see, right? Wait, can you see it? Well, I'm sorry if you can't. Okay. So Virgo number 9. Nine brings me to Taurus. And then we have Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio. We did get Scorpio, didn't we, here on the cards over here? Let me see. I think we did get Scorpio. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got Scorpio. Yes, we did. Remember? We got this guy along with Cancer and the water sign. So Scorpio is about regeneration. I think he was on a mission to, like I said, like he was at a time where he wanted to introspect and figure out, okay, from here, where now? So maybe that was his thing about, and then we had Mars also, Mars, Scorpio and Pluto. So definitely had a intentions of trying to figure out, okay, from here, where do I go? I need to figure out what my next move is going to be. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually drove off because he felt like he could relax over there and not be bothered and feel grounded and think things through and that sort of a stuff. Let me ask this question. Confirmation. Yes, he is deceased. Oh, 2. Okay. Wait. Damn it. Okay. There's something here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I see 2 2s, 2 jacks. What? So I have, okay, that's weird. Already synchronicities, actually. Okay. There is a, hang on you guys, okay? It's crazy how these sequences come up sometimes. Y'all, I'm not okay, what I'm about to say next. Oh, wait. What I'm about to say next, don't get mad at me, please. Okay? It had something to do with his value, his possessions, his ability to earn his income. He was seriously contemplating something. I am going to say something that people may get their hackles up, and again, please know that I say it with utmost respect. I have nothing against any particular demographic, but I have a strong feeling that this lady is of Hispanic origins. and please don't come at me, please don't, because I'm not saying it out of any kind of negativity in me. And this is just the message I'm getting. She's got a little bit of an accent. She's coming through very strongly. I'm picking up. He is giving me a name, Marcella. I don't know who this is. I have no clue. Marcella. Somebody leave comments, please. And again, please don't go after anybody, because I don't condone it. Again, disclaimer, these are allegedlies only. This is for entertainment purposes, and these are allegedlies only. See, I have to protect my CYMA, right? Not just CYA, it's CYMA. Wait, no, not CYMA, CMA. So CYA is when you have to cover your behind, CMA is when I have to cover my behind. So CMA. So this is allegedly and entertainment purpose only. I'm just saying it. So because from a legal perspective, I have to be careful, because okay, I know who Marcella is. Could be a friend, could be a co-worker, could be whoever. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 sevens right off the bat. 4, 5, 6. 2 queens right off the bat. 2, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just can't. This is crazy. Okay, so here, watch. Are you ready? Y'all tell me what these numbers mean. I'm sure y'all are very, very, and yes, it's confirmed he is deceased. Y'all are all sleuths, all you guys, the real family. Y'all are awesome. I mean, y'all look at things from a different perspective, and that is just so awesome. Wait, that's it. Yeah. And then I have this. So look at all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 out of 13 cards are like twinsies here. So let's take it from the top. So 40, 60, 8. See, 8 is again like wills and secrets. There's something secret going on, and it's all about regeneration, and it's all about family, and it's finances and sexual energy and all that. There's something very secretive about this relationship he had with this person, whoever this is. So something weird over there. Something really, really still under the cloak of darkness. Okay. I hope they'll find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they'll find them, y'all. Again, these synchronicities. Oh, I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. They will find them. Yep, 100%. Hang on. This is like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 3 6s. Then I have 2 7s. 2 7s. Then I have 2 4s. No, 3 4s. Okay. Then I have 2 10s. So out of 13 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys, look. I can't. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 14 is 54. 54 is 9. Yes. Something very, very, very. There's a very sexual, very and the eighth house is also death. So there's wills, there's secrets, the occult, death, regeneration, long-term finances, sexual energy. There's something really weird going on here. Okay, this is something else altogether. This is something else altogether. I'm going to ask another question here. Was a lady involved? Was a lady involved? Was a lady involved? He's telling me no. He's saying no. He's saying don't waste your time. He's saying no, don't waste your time, so I won't. Can I ask if anybody else? He's saying no, don't waste your time. Okay, I set it aside. That's fine. That's totally okay. He's saying his career and his reputation was at stake. He's saying his career and reputation was at stake. Something transpired, y'all. Something weird transpired. He was not mentally unstable or anything like that. If the Robinson family gets in touch with me, I would like to share some information with them. So this is a thing of reaching out, and I'm sure that they also will be like, annoyed, like all these psychics and mediums, and if they don't reach out to me, I quite understand, and I'm going to be respectful. I won't directly reach out to them because it's at their discretion whether they want to reach out to me. And I understand, a lot of families will be like, oh, all psychics and mediums are crazy people. And I don't disagree, it can get a little much for them. And I'm sure there are a lot of, crazy people out there who pretend to be psychics and mediums too. So, people need to protect themselves. So I'm completely aware and cognizant of that. But if they choose to get in touch with me, there is some information I'd like to share with them, which is a little bit sensitive, and I don't want to put it out here, okay? I don't. And again, please know, when I say this, it's not because I'm trying to lure them in and I'll say, oh, I'll do a reading and I'll charge you. That those of you who have had readings with me can attest to it, that cases like this, I'm like, no, you don't need to pay me anything. So there's absolutely no charge. I just want to share what I see. What you do with that information is at your discretion. That's on you, not on me. He's telling me, no, they won't reach out to you. He says, my father is very Christian. And that's okay. And I'm very respectful of that. That's totally okay. Totally okay. Absolutely okay. No worries. This is a good kid, man. This is a good kid. All right, honey. Wow. Right off the bat. 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a second row. Okay. I'm not going to show you these cards, y'all, because it's I better full disclosure. Because it's just got my scribbles on chicken scratch. God knows I have the worst handwriting ever. Actually, you know what? I take it back. When I put my mind to it, I can write neatly, but then most often it's like hurry up and write type of things. I shouldn't put myself down like that. I can write very neatly, and I've been known to it on occasion. But when I'm in a rush, it's like, forget about it. Okay, so we have 8, arguments and shouting in the reverse. Then we have 10, which is a company ownership and work in the reverse. Okay. So this is definitely regarding some kind of an argument or a situation that happened, definitely related to somebody at work that kind of just shut down everything. It kind of came to an end. It was like, boom, enough. Okay, and then we have the horse and cart and the plowed field. So this is again telling me this is regarding work. And initially, I'm going to say that all was nice in this work environment. Everything was fine. And the 4 was, where is my little thingy? Four of Wands, because Four of Clubs is Four of Wands, and Four of Wands is celebrations and friends and being happy and that sort of an environment. But for some reason, that that whole drama regarding work and all that arguments and everything, it just stopped. It's like literally like boom, done. And then we have this guy. It's a rebel, backstab. Ooh. There was some individual over there in the work environment who was definitely had some ulterior motives and didn't much care for this kid, didn't really care for Daniel. Is that person capable of actually killing Daniel? I don't think so. He says, nah, he was just a... I don't think... Are you sure you want me to use that word? I can't use that word on... Oh my goodness. He's saying if his dad were in the room or his mom were in the room, he wouldn't use this word. If his sister were in the room, he wouldn't use this word. Okay? But he's this backstabber, he's saying, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to use it, but then I have to say, he's saying, oh no, that little MF, he's just full of shit, piss and vinegar, he's not capable of doing that. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to use foul language, but I just relay the message. I'm the messenger, so don't shoot me, okay? I don't condone using those words, but he himself is saying, if my dad, my mom, or my sister were in the room, I would never use this word. I don't think Daniel I think he's a very proper type of a person. So he himself is saying, I wouldn't use this word, but then he's talking about the so-called backstabber. He never liked Daniel, but he says that he's not capable of, he's a little shit type of people, again a bad word, sorry. He's a little poop, okay? But he's not capable of doing this type of a crime type of a thing, I don't think. And he's agreeing, he's saying, yeah, okay. 10 miles of bad road, tiring, yep. Okay, y'all, here's some information. Search in a 10-mile radius, okay? Search in a 10-mile radius, okay? It is a very bad road, 10-mile radius, and there's a bad road leading somewhere. He says it's a bad road. And there will be some good news if you look and go towards that bad road, 10-mile radius and that bad road. There will be good news. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody finds something of him over there. Now, I want to go back to what I said and what I was going to touch on and say in the cards when I first saw. It's like, even if you have an accident and roll over and whatever, he's showing me a picture of himself with clothes, and then he's showing a picture of himself literally stripped of his clothes. But he's saying, I didn't take them off. Why would I take off my clothes? Yeah, it was hot as heck over there, but why would I take off my clothes? He says he's feeling very, very hot. I don't know, I'm not seeing whether the car caught on fire, although I did have Mars and I did have Mercury. I don't see the vehicle catching fire, so that wouldn't have been the case, but it was hot enough. Again, I don't know the weather conditions at the time of his missing and where exactly he went missing. So, hang on. Please go and check his bank transactions. He definitely was interested in a female. He definitely had romantic intentions. Okay, and he definitely wanted to, he would have pursued that relationship if he had the support and the encouragement. But I see a very intense youth and a very dark youth. Now, here's what the funny thing is. And it's also saying that it is a dangerous, hard, intense youth, a very dark youth. He's like, it's me, it's nobody else, it's me. And what I mean by dark youth is, see, this is where I was a little bit thing, because 8th house, it's all about the sexual energy and experimenting with sex and this, that, and the other. He's saying, I am an intense person. I am. I could be hard-headed. And yes, I did enjoy sex. I did enjoy certain different, sorry TMI y'all, certain I was very sexual and I did enjoy it, and I had certain, I wouldn't call them fetishes, but very particular interests in the bedroom. Let me put it that way, because I have to be very respectful when I say these things, you know. We can't talk in a very blasé manner, because we're talking about people, very private matters, so we have to give it the respect. So you get what I'm saying, right? So he's agreeing. He's like, yeah, I am hard-headed, yeah, I can be very intense, and yeah, there were certain things that I liked and preferred in the bedroom. So go read between the lines, okay? Okay. Okay, so I see too much of a good thing, too many emotions, fake friends. There was a little bit of bad luck and ill fortune. There was also some kind of a jinx or an inauspicious setting, and then we have bitter tears, loss of treasure, depression, loss of valuable things, and such. So here, let me show you. You can't make out the handwriting, y'all. I'm just saying. So I think what he's saying is he's saying that maybe the other person he felt he was coming on too strong, and that person was also negatively influenced by certain false or fake friends, right? Just because you know how people whisper in your ear all the wrong things, and then next thing you know, that based on those stupid people's whispering in your ears, you make a bad decision, and then you screw up your whole life. Like, how many times have we seen cases where, you know, and again, y'all, take it with, know that I come at these things with a very, very clear conscience, and I don't mean no ill will. We know it has happened. How many times has this happened? You know, group of friends, girls go out and they talk, and somebody's having a little bit of a tough time, you know, in their marriage or whatever, and they talk, they have a girls' night out or whatever. All of a sudden, a girl, one of them who's not necessarily your best friend, but she'll pop up and she'll say, oh yeah, but this and that, and start talking, and next thing you know, you will be making decisions based on this fool whispering all rubbish in your ears and putting ideas in your head. And then you'll go and you'll divorce your husband, and then 10 years later you'll sit back and you'll cry and say, I wish I'd never listened to her. Things like that have happened. So please, it's one thing to listen and ask somebody for their perspective, or you know, or advice, but at the end of the day, you have to make your own decisions. Please understand that if somebody is looking in from the outside, yes, they can see things from a different perspective because you're not so emotionally involved, but you have to be sure that that person has your good interests at heart, and they will speak the truth and only the truth, and come at it from a neutral position, not with any ulterior motives. You have to be careful, because we all know there are those people in society who just take pleasure in ruining relationships. We know it's a fact, y'all, right? And I will speak for myself in this case. I had a good friend. I had a friend, right? And we got along very well. I mean, initially she was really nice person, and this, that, and the other, and you know, very sweet and all that good stuff. And we would hang out and this, that. We ended up come to find out we lived very close to each other, whatever. She had a lot of issues, and one day I was talking to her, and I told her, I said, hey, my God, I almost said her name. Hey, you know, this is not going to work out for you. And then she stopped and she looked at me and she goes, what do you mean? And then she had seen all the cards and she said, could you do a card reading for me? I said, look, I'm not going to do a card reading for you because I know you very well. I don't want you to think that, oh, my reading is influenced by what knowledge I already have of you. And she asked me quite a few times and I didn't do it. So one fine day she was like, really, I need you to tell me. And I told her, and then whatever transpired happened within 6 months. And she did appreciate, she did thank me, and she said, thank you so much for, you know, whatever. All that was fine. Then, of course, I met Mark, and during all this, and then, of course, you introduce your, you know, your beau to whoever your friends are. I'm telling you, from the very beginning, you could tell she would always judge Mark. Like, she would look him up and down, and she would be like, weird stuff. So I'm caught in a situation where there is this man who, to me, looks like a great guy, and then here's this friend of mine. So I have to do what's right for me, regardless of my friend or whoever, right? At the end of the day, because it's my life. And Mark is a very different person. He is very different than me. Maybe that's why, knock on wood, we get along. He's very quiet. He doesn't speak much. He has a really twisted sense of humor, which I absolutely love. There are certain things in life that really he gets like totally frantic and seriously worried, and he stresses out, and those are the things that don't stress me out. Whereas the stuff that stresses me out, it doesn't stress him out. So I suppose in a way we kind of balance each other, which is so weird, I'll be like, why are you stressing? And he's like, well, you don't understand. And I say, no, it's, and then when I stress about something, he'll be like, it's cool, it's chill, don't worry about it. And I'm like, you don't understand. So we kind of balance each other out. And it got to an extent where she actually told me, he is not the guy for you. I don't know what you're doing wasting your time with him. So look at it from this perspective. Yeah, when your friends come at you with something like that, you tend to believe them because you're like, okay, I've known her for much longer than I've known this guy, and why would she be not telling me the truth? And you have to be careful, sift through those emotions and see through the facade, and you know what I mean. And I was like, why do you say that? And I kind of picked her brains, and she never had a legitimate answer to my questions. Okay, you don't like him. Tell me why you don't like him. And she would always sidestep and hem and haw, and I was like, girl, this is crazy. So I would just listen to her, and I'd be like, okay, no problem, it's okay. I thank you for sharing that with me, and I'll think about it. And no, you have to break off with him. She actually started saying things like that, and then I had to sit her down and say, no, you do not. We are friends. You do not have the privilege to tell me I need to break it off with this guy. It's a different thing if there's some kind of a domestic violence or emotional violence or that sort of a thing. Yes, absolutely, speak up. But there was none of that. So when I ask you, you tell me why you don't like him, give me a valid answer. You can't answer that, but you still insist that I need to break it off with him. Absolutely, when people look at us, they'll be like, okay, he's so quiet and she's so talkative and this, that, and the other. But that's how people are, right? Couples. I mean, if I was also that quiet kind, then I don't know what, the dynamics of a relationship. So finally, I told her one day, I said, you're crossing the line here, so you need to back off. And after that, there were certain things that transpired, and then I actually broke my relationship off with her. Because there were times when she actually did take advantage of me, and I called her on it a couple of times. I said, girl, what is this nonsense? Like when you're in trouble, that's what friends do. We come and help you. But then I'm seeing there's a habit going on over here. It got to a point where, and what really bothered me, y'all, and this blew my mind because I would never do anything like this. I was like, holy moly. And she did it right before my eyes. So she gave me a ride home from somewhere because I think I had left my car at service. She worked close by. And so I said, can you please pick me up? I'll pay for your gas and drop me home. And then we came home, and then I realized, my house keys and the clicker and everything is in the car. But thankfully, Mark had a key, but I had to wait for him to come home from his work, which would have been 2-3 hours later, and, to get in the house. And of course, my dogs were in the backyard, so I could have sat in the backyard shady and enjoyed myself. You know what she did? She said, you're crazy, we can get in the house. And I go, how? Everything is locked. How do you get in the house? And I had a nice, huge, shed, literally a shed where you could park one car. And that shed, it was a little red shed, like a barn house type of shed. But it was only big enough to park a vehicle in the backyard. And I had done it up in such a way that the dogs could go in there, and they had their beds and their water bowl and their food and all that, because Texas can get hot, right? And on days when it went about 95 degrees, I would leave them inside the house. But there in that place, I also, oh my God, I'm also sorry, guys. I also would have a fan that would be running, so they were safe. This chick, the master bedroom, it was single story home, master bedroom window. I'm standing right there next to her. I'm like, it's okay, you can go home. I'll spend time with my boys and my puppy dogs. And then when Ma comes home, I have a phone, I'll call him. And she took off the window, she took off the screen, and she jumped into the house. Like right in front of me. So the first thing that came to my mind was, holy moly, anybody can break into my home. But then, of course, with these two monster dogs, that's very unlikely. But so she's done this before. So I was like, okay, this is very odd. And then I said, well, how do you put it back? Because I don't know how the hell you put it back. And she says, oh, don't worry about it, I'll put it back. And she goes and puts it back. And I was so taken aback. And of course she had a key because in case, right, that sort of a thing. But that day she wasn't carrying my key. She said she had left it in a house. So I'm not going to rustle through her purse or whatever. And I asked her, where's the key? And she says, no, I left your key in my house. I was okay. A couple, 2-3 weeks after that, I'd noticed when I'd come home that there were things that, you know how you can tell when people have been in your house and you can just tell. And I don't think my dogs would have reacted negatively because my dogs know her, right? So, and she wasn't afraid of dogs. I could tell that there were little things that were like odd. And we would have conversations and she'd say, oh yeah, I know where that is. Like one day I was searching for something and she says, oh, I know where it is. And she actually went in and she got it. And I'm like, how do you know where that item is? And that's when I realized she was probably coming into my home without my knowledge. And so I kind of I was like, no, you need to go. So we talk about this long story, again, a rant and a rave, right? So when there are people who are putting things in your ears, trying to influence you, negatively influence you, you have to be emotionally savvy enough to see through those negative influences and say, why is this person telling me this? Why is this person so hell-bent on this kind of outcome? Why are they just jealous? Is there something they see that I don't see? Is there something genuinely wrong with this guy? That sort of stuff. So there are a lot of false friends who have put whispered stuff in that person's ear that caused that disintegration or the breaking apart. And it caused a very inauspicious setting, which I feel that setting was, what I mean by an inauspicious setting is like this while talking, oh, my friend so-and-so said this, and well, why do you go listen to her all the time? And that might have escalated a little bit, but it wasn't to the extent of where there was tempers flying and fists flying and all that, but it was a very emotionally charged environment. And that kind of really bothered him because it really caused him a heartache. And he says, I almost felt like I lost something, and I lost something valuable. And he says there was a lot of bitter tears. But he's saying, I was not mentally or emotionally imbalanced. I was very upset. It did hurt my feelings, but it wasn't like I was depressed or anything like that. I was sad, not depressed. And he says, the thing is, I was really saddened because I felt, how can this person who I know so well and like so much, how did I not see the fact that this person was so easily controlled or easily manipulated by her friends? Like, I thought she was stronger than that. That is what caused him a lot more sadness. This is like going in 20 different directions. Did it make any sense, or was I rambling too much, y'all? I'm sorry. Because this big mouth of mine, right, it has to talk, right? Sorry, y'all. I apologize. But like somebody passed a comment saying that 20 minutes of gabbing and very little reading. That's me. Sorry. Okay. So we have the Queen of Diamonds, and then we have the Nine of Spades. But the Nine of Spades popped out in the reverse. So yeah, there was some kind of a love connection there. Ooh. Y'all, I'm telling you, somebody, because the pallbearer's legal trouble, somebody has threatened Danielle that we are going to file a case against you, or we are going to bump away. How the heck did it go from this to that? You better end this, or else this is going to happen to you. Literally, you better end this, or this is going to happen to you. So somebody threatened him, y'all. Somebody threatened him. What in the world? Like, maybe somebody didn't want him to carry on with that chick. That is so weird. They'll find him. 6 mile radius. And a really, really bad road. Did they already look around there? He's long gone though. So I have the 8 of Wands, I have the Devil card, then I have the Knight of Cups, and I have the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands, it's definitely a situation where speedy action, quick changes, quick news arrives. Somebody was definitely kind of threatening Daniel. Somebody was threatening Daniel. They were like, you better stop, or you better break off, or you better end this, or else this and this will happen. Somebody was definitely threatening him. I'm also going to ask, was there any misappropriation of funds in his work environment that he didn't do it? Let me say this. Daniel is not responsible for the misappropriation of funds, but he knows something happened, and so he was aware of who did it. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Daniel isn't responsible for misappropriation of funds, but somebody in the work environment did misappropriate funds, and Daniel knew about it. And then you have the Devil card. Okay, the Devil card, of course, we know is a Capricorn energy, and again we have this deviant sexual energy, and we again have these dependencies, and then we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. The Knight of Cups is somebody being very emotional and quick, somebody who reacts really quick emotionally. And then you have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is saying, look, okay, calm down, stop. Yes, the Queen of Wands is a very feisty person. She has a lot of confidence. She's very self-assured. And she's like, stop coming at me from such an emotional perspective. Stop being so emotional about it. But then I want to know why this Devil card is here also. Because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of sexual energy and this, that, and the other. And so, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 again, y'all. 9 again. What's the deal with the 9 though? And 9 again is, yeah. Daniel's father is going to be instrumental in resolving this case. Daniel's father is really pushing for it. Of course, in the news thingy, I saw that his father and the brother were there. But the father is like determined. Father is determined. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Knave of Wands, okay, that's the Page of Wands. Then we have the Death card right below the Devil card. Then we have the 10 of Cups right below the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Empress right below the Queen of Wands. This changes everything. So the Knave of Wands is right below the 8 of Wands. So there is a young person, a free-spirited person, who is the one who may be responsible for that misappropriation of funds. My God. Y'all, I sincerely apologize if I branch off into little stories, and I know some people may get annoyed and they'll be like, we just want to hear about the case, we don't want to hear about anything else, but really I have no control over it. There are reasons why these things pop into my head to share. It's not because I'm all about myself or I want to talk about myself or anything like that. that's the furthest thing from my mind. But just to give you examples, and in all honesty, if my spirit guides are like, don't want me to share any personal information, I would never do that. So if they don't want me to talk, trust me, they have ways of telling me to shut up and focus on things. So please know that I come from that perspective. I don't share all this information and put out all this tidbits of my personal life there just to fill up the time in the video and to make it 2 hours long. That's not my intention. So it's just who I am. So, yeah, again, here we go. I talk a lot. Stop. Okay. Focus. All right. So the person who is responsible for misappropriating of funds is a younger person. I am not going to say it's a male. It's most probably a female with longer, darker hair. Then we have the death card. Now the death card is change and rebirth. And the devil card is temptations, deviant sexual energies, controlling, the puppet, the puppeteer, this, that, and the other, right? So there was a little, this is again one of those things that kind of makes me feel a little bit, I don't know if I should put it out there, but why do you show me all this stuff? It's like when I say all this on camera, people think I'm freaking psycho. Seriously. Remember I had said that the gentleman, he has certain particular likes and dislikes in the bedroom behind closed doors. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope his family, if they watch, they don't get mad at me. I hope. Y'all, again, I'm coming at this very respectfully. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. There is an interest in, how some people find it exciting, they have fetishes, but some people find it exciting when you almost like choke somebody type of scenarios in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that is applicable here. And yes, it's applicable to the gentleman. He did enjoy that. There we go. I'm just going to leave it at that. Then we have the Knight of Chalices, and then we have the Ten of Chalices. So this Knight of Cups is like being a young person, very emotional, really quick to react emotionally. And then the Ten of Cups is all about family and commitment and love and support and all that stuff. This young person wanted all that. This young person who is Daniel, he was actually also contemplating and thinking about someday I want to have my own family, I want to, that sort of thing. He wanted that ideal scenario. He wanted that ideal family life type of a thing. And he, for some reason, might have felt that Queen of Wands type of a person would have been the one, right? But we have the Empress. They needed approval from somebody. And that somebody was not going to approve. And the Empress card is ruled by Venus, is luxuries, pregnancies, abundance, is beautiful, bountiful stuff. But the object of his affections did have certain expectations and standards about luxury and this and that in life. And she kind of felt that he may not necessarily be able to provide that level for her. And maybe that's what her friends were whispering in her ears and trying to kind of dissuade her from getting on with this guy. Now, I don't know how much Daniel earned or what kind of a job or how well paying it was, but I feel like Daniel really was kind of in a situation where he was, I hate to say this, but kind of begging and pleading her to reconsider. That is so weird because he's quite a proud guy. He has a lot of self-respect. He must have been totally into this woman. But then how does any of this have anything to do with his death? That's what I want to find out. I'm going to ask specific yes or no questions. Okay, you guys? Oh, yeah. Yes or no questions. My first yes or no question is going to be, was this an accident? Was this an accident? Was this an accident? Did Daniel die because of an accident? Was it an accidental death? So I have a single A, okay? So let's take a look. 2 tens, 2 queens, 1 jack, 2 nines, 2 threes, okay. Oh, camera, hang on. When the camera pops up like that, I can show you, right? Hang on. These women, y'all, something about this. Hang on. 2 nines. Because when I said, was it an accidental thing, I got a single A, so. Okay, so. 64, 74, 84, 94, 98, 103, 4. Yeah, he was in a little bit of a... He was emotionally trying to figure out what next. Where do I go from here? What do I do from here? I'm not going to say he was mentally depressed or, that sort of thing, but he was definitely... This was weighing heavily on his heart, on his mind. So when I asked, was this an accident, I got a single ace. Oh my goodness. Let me ask again. I forgot that we're in October already. I have to put out the monthly. I'll do it, y'all. I promise I will. Was this an accident? 13, did I get 13? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So just, yes, it's confirmed most strongly. It was an accident, but watch. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Okay. Well, I suppose I should keep it in order, but hey, whatever. So out of 13 cards, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, let me hold it properly. See that? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 108 is going to be 9 again. His father is going to be instrumental. He's going to be found because of the hard work of his father. What an awesome dad. He's saying, I'm so blessed. His father also, he's saying, is a very calm guy. This is a really good family, y'all. I mean, they've been brought up with principles. They've been brought up with, right and wrong, and, you have to work, and you have to, good, decent folks who are like, nothing's going to fall in your lap. Yes, we will provide what we can, but you also have to be enterprising and go out there. This is a good, I would be I would be very happy associating myself with the family. What do I mean by that is, if they were my neighbors or whatever, I'd be like so happy because they're really good people. They're good people, y'all. Okay, sensible people. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this one, did we have any idiosyncrasies here? Yeah, looks like it. Hang on, we got 2 kings here, 2 tens here, 2 queens here. Oh my goodness, I'm so over these doubles, very strong energy. 3 tens. Yeah, the case is going to be solved. It will be solved. The father is going to be instrumental. The father is like a like he's not going to let this one slide. The father is like, my son deserves the same level of attention from law enforcement as anybody else. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and let me show you. Let me see if I can hold these up. Okay, so 20, 35, 50, 60, 70, that's 80, 90, 98, 98, 100, 101, 107, 7 plus 1, 8. Again, a lot of secrecy, lot of occult. Okay, 8th house is the will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration, finances, sexual energy, that sort of stuff. Last time, was this an accident? Can you please confirm? Was this an accident? Please let me know. Was this an accident? Was this an accident? This kid had a really nice smile. Was this an accident? Please show me, was this an accident? He loved life, man. Seriously. 30. Okay, this is a bit tricky. He's saying somebody bumped him from the back. Somebody bumped him from the back. He's saying, you're correct. There was somebody else, nobody in my car but myself. There was somebody behind in another vehicle and they bumped me from the back. That's how the car tipped over. I'm sure they'll find that out. I'm pretty sure they'll find that out. I'm absolutely sure. And they're gone. Those people left. I'm pretty sure. Wait, hang on. When I get repetitions like this, y'all, the energy is like super, super strong. It's like just ridiculous how strong the energy is. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 left. Okay. Okay, so 20, 30, 40, 40, right, 50, 50, 50 plus 18 is 68, 68, 68, 71, 76, 76, 76, 82, 88, 88, 89, 90, 90, 96, 96, 107. 107 will be 8 again. This 8 is a little much. So again, will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration, sexual energy, and finances. Yeah. So it is not a murder. I wouldn't go so far as to say it, but technically it is because somebody bumped him from the back and then whatever happened and he rolled over. So yeah, if you look at it from that perspective, then somebody else says it's a hit and run. Those people, they just took off. They just took off. I am sure if they pull up security cameras, there'll be, he's not showing me any vehicle. I'm seeing a pickup truck. I don't know if this pickup truck is the one that did it, but if you find this person who owns this pickup truck, it's a white pickup truck. I cannot tell who's driving the vehicle. I cannot tell whether it's a male or female. I cannot tell how many people, but the pickup truck is definitely moving. And that, I will tell you this, that pickup truck has got two, I'm seeing on the bed of the truck on the left side, that's right behind the driver, there is one of those dirt bikes, those skinny dirt bikes that people take and go and ride on the sand dunes and that sort of, not sand dunes, you know what I mean? I see that. But on this side, there's something else tied down, but I'm not seeing if it is another vehicle, like another dirt bike. I want to say it's a dirt bike, but it's not looking like it's the exact same as this. I don't know if it is a smaller dirt bike, like almost like for a child type of thing, but I'm not seeing with clarity what it is. But something else is tied down. But the way it is tied down, it almost feels like they've tied it down just the way they have tied down this dirt bike. So I do not know how this vehicle or this truck is moving. So there is I'm not saying that this truck is responsible for this truck is not responsible, did not make contact with him, I don't think. But this truck is moving and I can see, oh my goodness, okay. Oh my God, I wish I had those, I wish I could show you y'all. Okay, okay. Sunglasses. Okay, sunglasses come in all shapes and sizes and whatever. But they're those sunglasses which look like they're almost upside down and they go like that. Oh my God, how does that help you guys? It does not help you guys. You know how the sunglasses, when you look at them, the ones guys wear, like, what's the name of that brand? Oh my goodness. My kids used to wear those Oakleys. My God. Oakleys. My kids were all about that brand for the longest time, and I'm like, what? Like, why? Anyhow, it looks almost like it's like upside down because of the way the design is, and I can see the driver turn and look like that. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But if y'all are able to try, it is a white pickup truck. If y'all, I don't know what brand it is. I'm so sorry, I don't. But if y'all, somewhere cameras, right? These days, like the cameras up the yin yang, right? If anybody can find, he will say he didn't think nothing of it. He's just drove on. But who knows what he saw and how that may help us. Y'all, I'm going to stop this. I've been gone on for so long. So I do apologize for my little rant in the middle that might have detracted for some of y'all focus from what the case is all about. But I share this just to, I don't know why. I won't even explain myself because you're like, okay, Kirtana, that's enough, stop talking. So I will stop talking. Thank you so very much for your kindness and your patience in watching my videos. I do appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it makes a lot of difference with the analytics, the thumbs up and the subscribe and all that. But again, for all your new visitors, this is me, my crazy self. Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. And to all my subscribers, you guys know I absolutely love y'all, appreciate your support and all your comments. Y'all don't forget, Friday we are having that live stream, right? So please do join 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, everybody, take care and I will see you shortly. Bye.